Hello sir, my name is Wang Paying with the metric number of 279094. I'm going to talk about introduction. According to the website of the Petronas gas per head, Petronas gas per head is known as PGB. It is a company that produces gas and oil in Malaysia. The company is located at Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. They have hired 1,833 employees and generate 1.37 billion of profit in USD. Besides that, Petronas gas per head was organized in 1983 as a wholly owned subsidiary of Petronas. They entered the main market of Besar, Malaysia on 4 September 1995. Next, 60.66 shares held by Petronas. Meanwhile, the remaining shares are owned by institutional investors and retail shareholders. Petronas gas per head is one of the biggest companies with its core business, which is gas processing, gas transportation, LNG regasification, and utilities. They pipe the natural gas from the offshore areas and apply peninsular gas utilization, known as PGU, pipeline network to transport the processed gas to Petronas customers in Malaysia and Singapore. Moreover, PGB has offered steam, power, and industrial gases to Qatar Integrate at Terengganu and Gebang Industrial Area at Pahang. Vision means that the desired future position of the company wishes to achieve. According to the official website of the Petronas gas per head, the vision of the company is to be a leading gas infrastructure utilities company in Malaysia. Meanwhile, the mission describes the objective and the ways to achieve the objectives. Besides that, the organization structure defines a standardized hierarchy inside the organization, such as the board directors and leader team. In addition, the achievements created by Petronas gas per head are having subsidiaries, joint venture with other companies and associates. PGB had 4 ELIAS terminal subsidiaries at Sungai Udang Sendirian Berhad, Pengerang Sendirian Berhad, Lahad Datu Sendirian Berhad, and Pengerang LNG 2 Sendirian Berhad. Meanwhile, PGB had 4 joint ventures which were Kimanis Power Sendirian Berhad, Kimanis O&M Sendirian Berhad, Pengerang Gas Solution Sendirian Berhad, and Industrial Gases Solution Sendirian Berhad. Besides that, PGB is associated with Gas Malaysia Berhad. Next, PGB not only focus on the business, but they also concentrate on social responsibility. The company had instituted a social program, namely the PBG Livelihood Program. The purpose of the program is to improve the livelihood of the community they choose.
Hi, I'm Yo Teck Hoi, matrix number 279289, and about the Petronas gas per head. We know that it is a large company covering many business. So the political, economy, social, technology, environment, and law factors will affect the business of the Petronas. For politics, we can see the stability of the Malaysia politics and the policy, business operation will affect the regulatory practice of Petronas. And then for economies, what will affect the business? First come in mind will be the inflation. And then the Malaysian government also invests in developing the infrastructure and facilities. So Petronas can take the opportunity to use those infrastructure, and the workforce in Malaysia commonly will be high level skill than the others country. So this is also one thing that can affect the business of Petronas. Then for social, the healthy and safety is also a very big topic. Need to pay attention by Petronas. And then Petronas is a worldwide company, so it should be very sensitive to the demographic. And the Malaysian population has received the basic service, so Petronas need to increase the investment in the public service. And then for the technology, I trust the maturity of the technology not yet reached the highest peak. Like the 5G is potential technology that which will increase the user experience soon. Let's go to the environment. The Paris Climate Agreement has set a target for Malaysia, so the Petronas Gas Berhad need to have a greater examination of environment standard. And then environmental also have a new norm, like electric vehicle, like Tesla Model 3 and more. This lead to the Petronas need to develop new thing, because we can see that the Petronas is more on selling gas, and gas will lead to the waste. So management of waste also is very important, and Petronas need to follow up the new norm and make sure the Petronas won't get eliminated. And then about the legal factors, the legal protection in Malaysia is very strong, I trust, and Petronas need to fulfill the healthy and safety regulations set by Malaysian government and calculate what is the cost of meeting them. Lastly, about the environmental law and the guidance, this is what the Petronas need to follow up and fulfill it. And this is for PSTL.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Kairunisa binti Abdul Razak with metric number 279150. Today I will present about SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is a useful technique for developing a business, either when starting a business or while leading a well-established business. SWOT is an acronym for strength, weakness, opportunities and threat. Strength and weakness of the company are internal aspect of the company, while opportunities and threat are external aspect that happen outside of the company. Now we will look at the strength of the Petronas company. For the first one is strong brand name. Petronas is a well-known company which has been around for a long time. Petronas is in a very solid position and it will continue to strengthen and value its brand, while Malaysian brand have significantly expanded. Petronas has gained many recognition, such as Petronas is the most valuable Asian brand for 2021 and top 10 most valuable Malaysian brand, and so on. The second strength of the Petronas company is skillful employees. All employees need to gain more experience from the various training that have been provided after stepping into the Petronas employment sector. Petronas will provide various training to ensure that all the employees have required skill. Among the training provided by Petronas to their employees are safety workshop, training in first aid, and so on. The third strength of the Petronas company is huge and diversified business operation. Their core business operation include the upstream sector and downstream sector. The upstream industry is the phase of exploration and production of oil and gas. The downstream sector is a stage of change of oil and gas into finished product. Now, we will look at the weakness of the Petronas company. For the first one is, many accidents happen while working. According to the data from Social Security Administration, this construction is the one of the highest death rate in this business. Petronas has the worst safety record of any company with 31 deaths in 1998, accompanied by 13 and 17 deaths in 1999 and 2000 respectively. The second weakness of the Petronas company is the oil and gas industry have a negative impact to the environment. The oil and gas sector has been accused of having a negative impact to the environment. Petrol refineries, a facility that run transformation process of oil and gas from raw material to the finished product, impact the environment because refineries can cause the water pollution, air pollution and soil pollution. The third weakness is various scam issue using company name. Petronas has faced many scam issue by irresponsible scammer that using the company brand name for their dirty job. Petronas found that many scam issue such as online survey scam that using Petronas brand name that promised gift to the respondent. So now we will look at the opportunity. So the first one is more oil well discovered. There are many oil wells found in several places such as in East Java, Indonesia, Miri and Baram, Sarawak and so on. The second opportunity is alternative option beside oil and gas. Petronas has developed renewable energy as a progressive energy solution, partner with company first internal solar PV project starting at 2013 at Pahang, Malaysia. In 2019, Petronas New Energy strengthened its capability by becoming global renewable energy company. The third opportunities of Petronas company is technology development. Technology development is very important for oil and gas industry to keep up with the time. They can implement the usage of the latest technology such as robotic and the artificial intelligence in this industry. Now, technology such as iron rod nut robot automate this process, removing the risk of human life entirely. Besides that, there are robotic snap arm which can perform critical inspection in restrict location. Now, we will look at the last point, which is threat of the Petronas company. So the first one is high competition. There are two examples of Petronas competitors, namely Shell and Caltex. For example, Petronas has produced Premax 97 with Pro Race. The Petronas Premax 97 will make the engine perform smoothly and make no harsh noise. And Shell produce Shell V-Power. Shell V-Power can help improve the engine and maximize the energy from fuel. And Caltex produce Tecron. Caltex with Tecron contain active cleaning ingredient to remove all the dirty in the engine and can prevent sediment performing in the car. The second threat is political instability. Petronas often conduct oil exploration in countries that are at high risk in terms of politics. Among the high-risk countries in such politics, which is Iraq and Sudan. This is because the country has abundance of oil and natural gas resources. The last threat of the Petronas company is pandemic COVID-19. 2020 is a very challenging year for all sectors. Tengku Muhammad Taufik, President and Chief Executive Officer of Petronas Group, said in an interview with Berita Harian that depreciation occurred due to volatile oil price. This has affected Petronas balance sheet for 2020. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good day, Doctor. My name is Nur Mariam binti Ahmad Ali Zubir, matrix number 279208, and I am going to present Petronas TAUS analysis. TAUS analysis is an extension tool from SWOT analysis that combine organization internal factors and external factors to come up with 4 basic strategies to reduce threats, overcome weaknesses, take advantage of opportunities, and exploit strengths. There are 4 strategies in TAOS analysis, including strength and opportunity strategies, or SO strategies, strength and threat strategies, or the ST strategies, weaknesses and opportunity strategies, or the WO strategies, and lastly, weaknesses and threat strategies, or WT strategies. This is Petronas TAOS analysis. Firstly, we have SO strategies. This strategy is a combination of Petronas strengths and opportunities. In this strategy, we determine how to use strengths to capitalize opportunities. For SO strategies, we are suggesting for Petronas to invest in the latest oil and gas technology because the technology used by Petronas today is not comparable to the technology used by other worldwide oil and gas companies that are more advanced. Next, we are suggesting Petronas to do more research on alternative energy with the help from hiring experts in the field. We also suggest for Petronas to do huge operation to discover more oil wells. Next is ST strategies. This strategy is a combination of Petronas strengths and threats. This strategy determines how Petronas internal strength can help to avoid external threats. In this strategy, we suggest Petronas to do active promotional activities in local market due to high competition, especially in the local market with other oil and gas companies also in Malaysia. We also suggest Petronas to improve safety procedure and protocol since the pandemic is affecting the whole world. Next is the WO strategies. This strategy is a combination of Petronas weaknesses and opportunities that determine how to eliminate Petronas weaknesses using the available opportunities. In this strategy, we suggest Petronas to build a safer technology that could minimize the risk of injuries and fatalities at work. We also suggest for Petronas to focus on research and development on renewable energy. This is because oil and gas are non-renewable energy that are limited. Therefore, they should focus more on renewable energy as an alternative since day by day we are running out of oil and gas sources. We also suggest for Petronas to invest in IT to handle their scam issues more efficiently. And lastly is the WT strategies, that is a combination of Petronas weaknesses and threats. This strategy is to determine how Petronas should minimize their weaknesses and avoid their threats. In this strategy, we suggest Petronas to innovate for renewable energy and aim for green technology since achieving cleaner and greener energy is every oil and gas company goals today in order to save the environment from pollution that mostly came from their industry. Many automobile companies also are now inventing electric car to replace the normal car that use oil and gas. Therefore, Petronas should work together with the automobile industry and follow the latest trend of automobile industry striving for a cleaner and greener environment. That is all from me. Thank you.
Alright, we have 5 recommendations to the Petronas company. First of all, improve the quality of security control. What is the important? Because the Petronas company can able to reduce cases of accident at the work, and it is help to the company to save costs to pay compensation to the workers that involved. For example, they can conducting inspection in terms of complaint with the safety features of workers, structure of building of the work area, monitoring the quality of work, reparation of accident and others. Alright, secondly, the recommendation to the Petronas company is about upgrading IT system in the company. It is because IT is a platform for disseminating about companies around the world without any hindrance. There are some parties who commit the crime of online fraud, or what we call it as known as a scammer. For example, Petronas can train or recruit employees to control every operation that involve online. creating an investigation team to crack down on scammers, crime, collaboration with international regulators and others. Okay, third recommendation for Petronas company, that is a product and brand marketing expansion. Generally, people knows a Petronas brand is an oil and gas based product. So, Petronas has competition between other largest company such as Shell and Caltech. So, Petronas can make a new thing for electrical goods, maybe kettle or water dispenser, or make a collaboration in automotive production such as engine oil or brake pad and others. So vehicle care item, Petronas can make a shampoo for the car and maybe some wipers or tire polishing. Number 4 is minimize production costs. In the pandemic era COVID-19, many companies are becoming backward, facing a crisis of bankruptcy, low sale, and others. To remain relevant in the market, Petronas company need to optimize production costs. For example, limiting the number of employees, such as if I have 100 workers in the production line, Petronas can make the 50 workers in the production line and can replace labor with the machine power. That is because it is more efficient and effective way. And lastly, recommendation for Petronas company, that is creating international agreement. Every country in this world has their political issue. So political situation in a country will affect the profitability of company. The establishment of the term of an international agreement can guarantee benefit to both parties. For example, in war situation, company can claim losses from that country to pay compensation for damage, losses, and others. In conclusion, Petronas is an international oil and gas company since 1983 until now. They have attracted many investors to their enterprise and has joined Bursa Malaysia in 1995. There have various analyses that Petronas has done in order to maintain its presence in the market and generate their profit to stakeholders. And finally, a number of improvement proposals have been put forward that can indirectly help Petronas to be more advanced in the future despite various obstacles in the global market. And thank you for our work.